Joe, you ready for this shit? Joe!
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready.
All right, you ready?
I'm just typing in a few tags and I'm good to go.
No problem. You'll have another couple minutes. Let's do this shit, dude.
All right.
I look ridiculous right now. You're gonna get a good laugh. We are live! I don't know about you, but it's feeling awfully fucking wintry up in this bitch. We are obviously joined by Joe Boost, who's also feeling very wintry. Joe, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fucking fantastic. I'm ready to rock. Oh my god. I'm doing fucking fantastic!
I was muted. We are live! No.
I'm
Live!
I
was muted. Sorry, I can't do that again. What I just did. Happy winter update. Obviously feeling fucking wintry, very cold up in this bitch right now. Joe, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic, dude. I'm ready for this update. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to go in. I'm ready to go off. I'm ready to end some Spartans. I'm ready to give them some halos, if you will.
Yeah, Joe. Hell yeah. And I don't know about you. I was thinking about some of my favorite winter moments because of this update. Now, we do have 30 minutes, and we're going to go over some of what the update, or all of what the update has to offer before it does drop. But I wanted to give you guys a little treat, if you will. So, to honor this winter update, here is one of my favorite Christmas moments. You see this shit right now?
Yeah.
Hilarious or what?
Enjoy Christmas. And it becomes like a vacation, and
Navy
recruits
Baby
are
J,
happy to
dude.
be away for the Christmas day.
The United
When
Methodist
was
Church
this?
in
How long
Bristol
ago
is
was
where
this?
the recruits are celebrating Christmas this
7
year,
years ago?
all because of an idea by Ralph and Joyce Myers.
We wanted some project that we could do as a family. We came up with this Adopt a Sailor program.
Merry Christmas.
So each year, a group of recruits spend Christmas here.
These are pretty much done.
The serenity of the snow-covered church is pleasantly interrupted by the sizzle and smoke of the steaks on the grill, tended to by Mark Bellicon.
These guys are hungry. We've got to feed them. Man.
Along with the steaks comes a full spread of food. Day is also spent playing video games and using the internet, but most importantly, it's about free time.
It's a lot different for us. We're used to, being told where to go, when to go, how to go. And right now we're just kind of hanging out, relaxing, enjoying the time.
And when the Christmas festivities end,
Bro, you've had the same voice for fucking so long. That's crazy.
I've had the exact same voice almost my entire life, actually. Ironically. Ever since my balls dropped down to the ground. That was obviously a random ass video for anybody who's never been a part of the channel. If you've been a part of the channel before, I've talked about me and military. You'll never see me without a beard. Fucking ever. So that's your only chance. You just got it. That's Navy Cody. That they had me speak on that bitch because I was the leader of the division or whatever. Really, I just wanted to carry a sword around at all times. We spoke about the winter update. Let's actually get into the winter update. We have 20 minutes until it drops. We'll update my internet's poof. So we'll update real quick. We'll get in, start looking at some changes, and obviously wait for Joe to finish up if he needs to finish up his update. But let's start and go over what we have. Joe, I appreciate you popping in. Anybody else here, I appreciate the fuck out of you for being here, especially if this is your first time. If you're like, oh, why do you have subscribers only? One, we had a youth pastor give a shit for having a fucking pride flag. And then two, we have a lot of suck bots. And so we just gotta let's get rid of the trolls. If you want to chat, we'd love to have you. Subscribe, drop likes, all that good shit. Let's start out first with what Joe said about the battle pass being trash, but yes, it is free. We do have a 30-tier battle pass. Joe, what are your thoughts on the battle pass?
You know, I think it's something that's going to be nice for us because it gives us something to hold over for at least a couple months, you know, from now to March, you know. It's not, I don't know exactly what day it is. I think it's like March 6th or something. But you know, from now to then, it gives us something to hold us over. It's nice that it's free. A lot of people that haven't played the game yet, or like have been told, "Hey, it's coming." They're rejuvenating the game. They're bringing it back. A lot of old players, new players, they're gonna come in and not have to pay for a battle pass, and that's gonna be really cool. And then coming down the line, when March does happen, it'll incentivize them. Hey, I had fun with this event. I'm gonna go get the next battle pass. And
I believe isn't the Mark V core the season 1 battle pass? If you purchased it, didn't you get that? I believe that's where that originally came from, and so now they're offering it for free, which is nice for most. Kind of shit for other people like me, or probably Joe, who bought the season 1 battle pass, got the core, and then we don't really get much. But apart from that, the only real issue I have with this is it has XP boosts like every 5 unlocks or something like that.
Yeah, yep.
Which wasn't that the huge gripe for the season 1 battle pass, was there was too many XP boosts and challenge swaps.
Yeah.
And then like a good 10% of this one or so, maybe a little less, is just XP boosts, which seems a little ridiculous. I have like 100 XP boosts.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Besides that, I think it's not bad. It's not a horrible free battle pass. It's free. It's free. It's free. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
what do you?
I like the battle pass. I like what they have in there. But like, so I agree with you 100% on that. That's one of my biggest gripes is that season two, right?
Yes.
When season 2 had just started, Lone Wolf had just started, right?
Yeah.
I had
You're getting dunked on in my chat. Sorry.
I see you, McJukes. So when season 2 started, right, I had at least 10 or 15 XP boosts just sitting on my account because there were a couple of instances where there was issues with the server, or issues where they had to do a update and they had.
Hey,
the
we're
servers down for a
sorry.
while.
Here's 5 battle passes, here's 5 double XP tokens or whatever.
The last time they did that, they gave us 20 XP boosts and 20 swaps. I think it was something like that, either 20 or 25. And I haven't touched those 20 to 25 because I've already been level 100. So when season 3 comes up in March, I'm going to have over 25 XP boosts, not counting the ones I'm getting from this winter event. And so think about this though. The XP just from playing a match, like back then it was just getting XP, even up to yesterday. XP was from playing a match, right?
Up until 15 minutes in the future.
What I would do, because I knew how to play the game, there was a strategy I did where you would do the dailies, and if you did, because the first 7 games they would give you extra XP, like for a match.
Yeah.
So
XP, yeah.
So the first 7 games I would play, I would try to just grind out as many challenges as I could, try to just play my matches out real well, and then by the time I probably got 4 or 5 challenges done in the 7 games, if not maybe more challenges, and I would go up at least 10 tiers. And it sounds ridiculous, but that's how it would be. And
well, yeah. I mean, you could definitely easily farm XP. I mean, we're gonna see how easily farmable it is. But they've handed out double XP tokens like candy for Saris, and so they really did. I think it was like 10 or 20 they gave out for that one. And so the fact you give out 1 or 10 or 20 for that one Sari, and then we have to work for 5. It just seems like you're putting those in there because you don't have much else to do. That's my only. Okay, now let's move on. We've touched on that for 5 whole minutes.
Okay.
Let's move on. Let's go to the maps. We got Argyle and Detachment. Obviously, Argyle. Both of these are designed in Forge. Detachment is, I believe, the BTB one. Argyle being the arena map, And Detachment, I believe, has some teleporters. I don't know if Argyle does. I believe Detachment has some teleporters and shit, or it's swapped, one of the two. I can't remember exactly, but I'm super fucking pumped for both of these. Obviously, Detachment we'll probably see a lot more because we tend to have, some people playing and we want to play BTB. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if we get enough people in this party, we can roll 12 strong today. Which we fucking should. But what are you excited for in these maps? Hold on, Sticking said Detachment has one teleporter, so yeah.
Yeah, so I was just gonna iterate on what Sticking just said. So one big thing they were really pitching about this map, one of these maps, was they have a teleporter and it's gonna be for like an attack flank type strat. And they toted it like they've never had that in Halo before, but they've had multiple maps. Like Cold Storage is like the first thing that comes to my mind. Halo 3 Cold Storage. There was a teleporter you could take that would take you on top of the.
There was a Halo CE map that had a teleporter that essentially took you straight to their base.
Yeah.
What was that?
But
I forgot what it was called. Hold on, I'll get it right now.
More or less, it's going to be interesting to see the type of flanks and the type of gameplay we're going to see in Halo Infinite, especially with the running, the sprinting, the sliding into the teleporters. I'm excited for the BTB map. These maps kind of remind me of it's kind of like how Call of Duty does it, where they mash up different maps and make them look unique.
Battle Creek. That was the one I was thinking of. Battle Creek.
Oh, okay.
Had a teleporter, I believe, on the side or the back of the base. We'll have to check that out during our MCC stream when we do it. But yeah, they have a teleporter. That's one of the first maps ever. So yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. That was weird for them to kind of push that as, oh, we have a teleporter. Like, bitch, you should have had one. But go on, yeah.
But overall, I'm excited. I think the only issue I have is that 343 basically confirmed to us like a week ago or something that it takes them 5 months to make one map in Forge. So I get that.
It could take them 6. It could take them 6. I think they're getting better in their defense. They're getting better. This is a big update, especially if it rolls out clean. They haven't had really anything roll out clean. So if at 10 o'clock this rolls out and there's nothing missing, there's not a pick art that should have been swapped that wasn't, you know what I mean? There's nothing like small, and it looks like it's not, a tier 1 development or developer, where it's like, oh wow, they shouldn't be making that mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that happens today, I think it's a big step. I mean, then we got Covert One Flag, which is a new game mode, obviously. One Flag, which is, I believe, one of the most popular game modes in Halo Infinite at this time. I can't check the stats exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's right up there with Stockpile, like 1A, 1B, of being the top game modes in Halo Infinite. This Halo One Flag, or Covert One Flag, excuse me, little twist on it. When you're attacking, you'll have infinite camo, and then when you're defending, you'll have infinite sensors and hide and seek kind of type of shit. Joe, your thoughts on this?
So I was thinking it's going to be very interesting to see the gameplay and clips that you and I come out with. And top tier streamers like Mint Blitz. I want to see what type of gameplay clips come out from this. Like people being camoed and
this is the first game mode. Second, attrition a little bit. That like you can clutch up in this, but this one gives you a real opportunity to do it.
Using the sensor and like seeing 4 or 5 people in one spot with all swords, like.
Well, I don't think it's going to be more than 4 unless it's a Forge one. Remember, I believe Covert One Flag is an arena mode, and
okay.
I think the most you'll see is 4. But yeah, I can
a
see what you're saying.
Pop
over,
spot,
you just see all 4, like, oh, they're right here.
And Odin's.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Instant Odin's Raven, like.
Instant Odin's Raven, yeah. Let's move on to the campaign new achievements. There's a bunch of new achievements. We've talked about them before on the channel. I don't know if I clipped it and put it out as a video. Probably not. We will be doing, Joe, I believe you're starting Thursday as well, yeah?
Thursday, yeah. I don't
I believe this Thursday, myself, Joe Booze, Tech Bat, and Phantom King will be starting in Halo Infinite co-op playthrough. We'll start probably in normal. We're gonna run through, grab all the shit for everybody because I know I haven't quite grabbed everything. Not Phantom, but Tech hasn't grabbed shit. And so we're gonna run through, grab all the things, do all the stuff. That'll probably take a playthrough or two. This will be every Thursday, 12 to 4 Pacific Standard. And then after we complete the normal one, you immediately straight into a straight lasso playthrough so we can get the lasso achievement, which will be really fun. So make sure you subscribe, all that good shit to catch that. That'll be starting this Thursday at noon Pacific Standard Time. We'll go over the achievements more. I don't want to sit here and bore the fuck out of you guys reading these achievements, but a lot of co-op based achievements. Like kill Tremonius with a skewer. I did that, by myself, but I just juggled the gun the entire time there. Really easy way to defeat him, and if you don't know, just juggle that. But now, grab a homie, have him carry it, and you guys walk over there. Tremonius is easy with the skewer. 10 minutes. Yeah, Sticky, you can. Not in the co-op, no. We already got 4 sticking. Sorry, boss. Sorry, this is we tried finding 4 content creators for this. Kind of, and the ones that we've obviously already played with, who, the ones that are part of the content family of Halo Infinite that we're starting to build, if you will. Also, obviously, we cannot forget the Borg, which is Forge and Beta combined. We got the Borg coming out. Joe, your thoughts on the Borg? Obviously, game-changing, possibly game-saving in Halo Infinite. Huge map creating tool. Probably one of the better ever created for the public. And you know what I mean? For anybody to really go on there and use. What are your thoughts on it?
So we can finally make and save our own maps, which is huge because, as of recently, the only people that have been able to develop maps has been 343, and then just recently in a Forge video they confirmed that they have people that they're paying on the side to do maps for them type thing too, which is kind of cool. That'll help us get more maps out faster. But there's things that there's definitely pros and cons, and it's a step in the right direction. It just proves to us that 343 is actually trying to fix this game and trying to keep people around that have been diehard fans and diehard players. And definitely some pros and cons though, and I would like to take a minute to talk about them for a second.
What's the cons?
So, at least from my perspective, I watched the thing the other day. I was kind of behind. I watched your stream here and there, but I didn't see the full video. So I had to go back and watch it. So a couple cons in my opinion. They have the whole I don't remember what they called it. It's like an observer, what do they call it when you add someone to your I don't know the exact wording right now, but you can, when you're making a Forge map, you add them as an editor, and you add them as a admin. No, not like an admin, but anyway, okay. In that process, when you're building the map, there's different versions. They explain this, you can go into the notes and type, anytime you go into the map, you can make changes, and you can type in the notes of what changes we made, which is huge. But the issue with versions is they said you could have over 1,000 versions for one singular map. But the issue is that if you don't lock the versions, they disappear within 30 days. So if you're making a map, you need to make a mental note that if you're making a map and you want to keep this map, you want to lock all your versions, because if you don't lock your versions in 30 days, it basically, all your assets get erased. So that's one con.
That's a con.
So that's a con to me, because what if you're just building a map, you get off, you have to get off real quick, you forgot to lock your versions.
Well, yeah. I guess let's remember we only got 5 minutes now. We don't need to go into too much detail. I get what you're saying there.
And then copy protection was what I was gonna say. I don't see the point of copy protection, because they added a feature called accreditation, where if you make a map, it shows that you're the author, it shows that you're the creator. But they were influencing copy protection, like someone's going to steal your map and someone's going to steal your creation, and that's not the case. Halo Infinite, or Halo's always been about sharing your maps with other people and them.
Is it allowing you not to play it?
No, you can have it on or off, but there's pros and cons to having it on or having it off. And it's like it should I don't think it should be a thing, especially considering.
Well, I'll have to look into it more before I say much about it, but I'm sure that there's a reason that they kind of put it in there in the first place, you know what I mean, to protect people that spend a shit ton of hours. You know, there's people that do this as like a profession, you know what I mean? And so they got to have some way to protect them in some way, shape, or form, just like they got to come out with something to try to combat cheaters, because there's people that are cheating and people that take the game seriously. You know what I mean?
Well,
and so they got to come out with something, even if it's negative in a sense to other people. They got to come out with something to make sure it doesn't happen. You know?
yeah, to make it short and sweet.
It's bonus XP if you're top 50%, if you're MVP, all that good jazz. So you feel like if you actually frag out a little bit and do well on the team, you capture 4 flags or 3 flags, get 10 kills, you'll be MVP. Period. Like that's just capturing 3 flags a lot. Also brings improvements to the weekly challenges. They're more general. You know, shoot this or kill these Spartans or do this. And you're not gonna have to go pee on someone's face during a covert 1 flag match after 6 p.m. That's not gonna be a thing anymore. 10 challenges to get the ultimate challenge instead of 20. Streamlining it, and the ultimate challenge rewards during the winter update up until season 3 will be all the favorites from season 1 and from season 2, which is awesome. Then a regular doesn't make sense that bullet weapon breaks shields faster than the plasma weapon with single shots. That's obviously number 1.